wearing those circle lenses, like I'm like, oh wow. And I kind of started to feel a little dizzy. Thought it was like super bad. I thought it was like a hardcore drug.
I'ma just bounce to the music, and I'ma just bounce to the music. 7 Lakes, boy, you know that it's too late. 7 Lakes, you ain't ready for that new shit. The game, but I'm feeling like the new kid. You a lame.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a story time, as you guys can see from the title. If you guys do enjoy this video, I'd love it if you would click that subscribe button below. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, so let's just go ahead and get into the video. So I decided to finally talk about this because I honestly did not ever think that I would make a video on this, but you know what? I love making story times. I thought I would do this video because I feel like everybody's first time doing weed. Doing weed? Really? Is it? I feel like everybody's first time smoking weed is completely different and they have a crazy experience or a funny experience. In my case, it was more funny, a little bit, I guess. I thought I would finally talk about this, and also weed is actually going to be legal in Canada really soon. So yay. I'll smoke maybe like once every 3 months, if that. Like, it's very, very occasional. I prefer smoking weed to drinking alcohol, to be honest with you. It has just a better, I don't know, you just get a better vibe with it versus alcohol for some reason. I just prefer that. Anyways, so I'm going to talk about the first time I ever smoked weed. So this was back in 2014. It was around the time where I met my boyfriend, re-met him, I guess, because we've known each other since we were kids, but it was around the time when I re-met him. So we were talking for a while. I really liked this 20 questions game. I don't know if you guys do it with like people that you're talking to or whatever before you start dating. Just to get to know them, you ask them like basically 20 questions. The guy gets 20 questions, the girl gets 20 questions. You can pretty much ask each other whatever you want to, and I think he asked me if I smoked weed, and I said no, I have never smoked weed, although I wanted to try it for a really, really long time. I'm just not educated. I don't know, like I had the opportunity to do it a really long time ago, like back in high school, back in junior high, but it was just like crazy to me. I just was never informed about weed. I always thought it was like super bad. I thought it was like a hardcore drug. I thought it was like on the level of like heroin and meth and stuff like that. So I was always scared to ever try it. And then once I got more educated in my adult life, I sort of wanted to try it. I was a little bit curious, but I had never actually tried it before. So anyways, around the time of my birthday, I asked him, you know, could you bring some weed over, because he did tell me that he smokes weed. So I'm like, can you bring some over? I really want to try it. This was like my 23rd birthday, I believe. He was kind of telling me like how it would go pretty much, and he said to never mix it with alcohol, especially the first time you're ever trying it, because it just makes everything more intense. It makes your taste more intense. It makes the alcohol, like the effects of alcohol, more intense. Just watch out for that. Don't drink if you're gonna try it for the first time, because it might mess you up. It being my birthday, we had a bonfire at my friend's house, and we were taking shots of vodka and Skittles. And so I don't know if you guys tried those like shots before, but you basically put a Skittle in some vodka, like any flavor of vodka, and the candy will turn white and the vodka will turn the color of the Skittle. So I was just like, so we were taking shots. I wasn't really thinking anything of it. We were outside doing this bonfire, and then I'm like, hey, did you bring some weed with you? And he's like, yes, of course I did. And then he started rolling it, and we all just passed it around the fire a couple times until it was done. I had this bag of Cheetos in front of me on the table, and normally I don't like Cheetos whatsoever. It was like those puffy Cheetos, those ones that I just feel like don't have a lot of flavor. Anyways, so there's this bag of Cheetos in front of me. I crack it open and I start eating these Cheetos, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, I don't feel anything. Like, I really don't. I feel a little bit warm from the alcohol, but I don't really feel high. But I just kept eating these Cheetos. My friend took maybe like a handful, and he took like another handful, and that's pretty much it. I ate the whole entire bag of Cheetos all to myself, and then within like a span of probably 10 to 15 minutes. I never eat Cheetos. One, I don't like Cheetos, and I can never finish like a huge bag of chips in one sitting. Like, that is crazy to me. But I did finish these bag of Cheetos, and I'm like, you know what, I still don't feel anything. Everybody was like laughing at me, like, that's when you know. So we decided to take another shot, and then I felt like I was a little bit tired, a little bit tipsy, a little bit more tipsy than I would normally be if I just took one shot. So it was really cold outside, and my boyfriend actually almost burned his foot in the fire because he literally stuck his foot on the fire to keep my feet warm. And I'm like, you're a keeper. That's one of the things that I remember from that night that is hilarious. So anyways, I went upstairs and there was a bag of candy, and it was like Sour Patch Kids candy. So I literally crashed on the couch, ate like all of the red Sour Patch Kids because those are my favorite. I didn't bother with the rest of the bag. I went into the bathroom and I washed my face. My eyes were like so huge. It looked like I had anime eyes because my eyes are already pretty big, okay, but they were way bigger. They were like almost twice their size, like my pupil, and my eyes are hazel, so they kind of shift more green in certain lights and they kind of shift more brown in certain lights. And in this case, when they are like dilated or anything like that, my eyes look hella green. Like, they look straight up green. I looked like I was wearing those circle lenses. Like, I'm like, oh wow. And I kind of started to feel a little dizzy. So we were supposed to all watch a movie together. My boyfriend, who's not my boyfriend at the time, crashes on the couch, and then I crashed beside him after I washed my face. And I'm like, oh, I just need to lie down for a second. Like, I need to shut my eyes basically because I just feel some type of way. Like, I feel a little bit jizzy, and I've never felt this way before. So I basically passed out on him, and it was so embarrassing because like at this point we were just talking, and you know, I just didn't want to give him the wrong impression, but I did end up like passing out on him, and my friend like took pictures and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh. So we didn't end up watching the movie. I literally just passed out, and then I'm like, oh my god, what did I just do? When I woke up, I was like, wait, I was kind of replaying the night before in my head. I'm like, my friend was here with me the whole time. Like, I didn't do anything stupid, okay? I just passed out on him. This is so weird. Basically, me and her just went into her room, and like, we pretty much had a slumber party afterwards. We rested for a bit, and then we started talking, and then eventually passed out again. So that was pretty much my first experience with weed, and it was fun. Like, it was a really fun experience. A memory that I definitely share with my boyfriend because he was there for the first time I tried it, and yeah, it was really interesting. So when you think that you don't feel anything but you randomly ate a bag of Cheetos, then well, that's when you know, right? The other times that I've smoked, I've never actually tried Cheetos again. I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should next time because I had such a great experience the first time, might as well try it, you know? So I have almost ate like a whole tray of nachos. So I know everybody says they're completely unproductive when they smoke, but for me, I just eat and eat and eat and eat, and like, I don't usually have a big appetite. Like, I'm actually trying to gain weight right now, but I have like a really little appetite, and I work out all the time, so it's kind of challenging for me. But the only time I ever eat a lot of food is when I'm high. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.
Your bitch want party with Cardi. Cardi a body in a Rari. Diamonds all over my body, shining all over my body. Cardi got your bitch on Molly. Bitch, you ain't gang.